communication process. The process of communication can be understood through a diagram. Let us now briefly examine the various aspects of communication process. The sender. The sender is the person who originally has the information, thought, idea or emotion which is required to be communicated. Encoding. It is then encoded. Encoding is the process of conversion of information, thought, idea or emotion into a message in such a way that it can be understood both by the sender and the receiver. The language skills of the sender plays an important role at this stage. Transmission of message. Message is the content which the sender wants to send to the receiver. A message can be written or oral or in the form of gestures. This is very important part of the communication process since it carries the idea from the sender to the receiver. Channels. Messages are conveyed through a channel. These channels may be of two types, namely oral or written. Oral communication can be conducted over the telephone, through seminars, video conferring, meetings, etc. Written communication includes letters, fax, email, memo, reports, etc. Receiver. Receiver is the person who receives the message. He decodes the message to understand it. It is important to understand that the receiver has his own set of beliefs, ideas, and feelings. Due to these reasons, the receiver may interpret the message on the basis of past experience, thus making assumptions about its meaning. That is why you see that the same message evokes different sets of reactions from different people. Feedback. In the process of communication, the receiver is not a passive object. A receiver provides feedback to the sender in the form of verbal or non-verbal reaction to the communicated message. This feedback is very important because it enables the sender to understand whether the receiver has understood the meaning in the desired manner or not. Background, environment. The background in which a message is delivered is called the environment. Communication may be made in a formal business environment or in a familiar environment. The context of communication is also important. If you are communicating with the person with whom you had a fight in the past, your message is more likely to be misunderstood, and you will have to be careful in the choice of words. Similarly, if you are communicating with a person from another culture, then also you will have to be careful while communicating, since the process of communication involves a sender and a receiver. There may be mistakes and confusion, resulting in the message being misinterpreted by the receiver. To convey a message effectively, you must keep the following things in mind. Convert your ideas into a clear and precise message. Understand the capabilities of the receiver in understanding your message. Anticipate how your message may be misunderstood by the receiver and correct it in advance accordingly. The responsibility of communicating a message effectively always remains with the sender.